But if you left them at home, and if they're not full, I know me and Julie, we didn't get ours full, so we're going to kind of put our names in there because we want a full card. So do your best. If it's not full, God will bless you. Fill it up. So I like to get served next Sunday. I'm not sure the exact way next Sunday how it's going to go, but we will have church here Sunday morning, and after service we're going to be going to the park. Wednesday we'll probably have Mike or Karen will give you more announcements on how the service is going to go, to see who gets served and who doesn't get served, and who's going to be the friar and who won't be the friar. But otherwise, fill it out. Hopefully it'll be full. Let me know at the end of the service so we can get a tally on it. And if you don't have it, give me a call. I'll be home today and call me. But basically by the end of the service, I need to know. All right. And then there's just one more announcement I want to make. I know nobody's up here, but before you leave service today, just make sure somebody's got an anniversary today. Okay? Make sure you wish them a happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Please, please, please get your card in. They will be tallied this afternoon. And I think She's for Christ is a wonderful, wonderful program. Yes. And first and foremost, we want to bless the endeavors of what She's for Christ does, which is a tremendous blessing around the world. Around the world, not just locally, not here, there, around the world. It's a blessing. So, number one, for the sake of that purpose, and secondly, nothing would please me anymore than see a big preacher over a hot fire next Sunday afternoon. I mean that seriously. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about our neighboring pastor. I want to see him bent over, hot fire, and I may give him one switch with a fan, but that'd be about it. So please get them in this afternoon. They're going to be tallied this afternoon. And as Brother Russell said, if you've been situated where you couldn't get it filled up with different people, scratch your own name in there a little bit. God will bless you for it. Praise the Lord. Now, we wanted to get back on the track this Sunday of bringing to you a little short insight into what's going on in the foreign mission field and so forth. But because of the structure of the day, I want to put that off till next Sunday. And we'll take some time. I have a very wonderful man with us today, Brother Michael Hudson from the Chicago area. And I've asked Brother Michael this morning if he would come and give us his testimony. Now, if you've ever had your hair curled, his testimony this morning is phenomenal. I've known Brother Hudson for some, 15, 16 years, maybe even longer than that. And he's preached in our church in Milwaukee a number of times. I've preached in his church in Schaumburg, which is a suburb of Chicago. And I'm just delighted to have him here. He was up for our men's retreat, which he has been for the last 2 or 3 years, I think. And I've just asked him to take the time, and I would like for one of the men, if you would get one of... Brother Allard, could we borrow that stand and have you put it right down in front here? I'd appreciate it. Tighten it up so nothing falls apart and so forth. I tell you what we're doing. We had started this last year, that sometime during the year we would have one foreign missionary and one home missionary to come to us and talk to us about their field of labor, what's involved, and on and on and on. And I had asked Brother Hudson to come and be with us from our camp meeting back a few weeks ago, unaware that this was the day that we were to have ask a home missionary to come and be with us. If you recall, last year we had Brother and Sister Derber here with us and did a fantastic job. And I thought, well, we've scheduled Brother Hudson here. What are we going to do? I found it on the calendar a few weeks afterwards, and I thought, what greater setup will we have? He's not necessarily from our district, but he has been in home missions for in the Chicago area for many, many years. And what better opportunity just to hear from him. So I want him to give his testimony of how God found him. And I'm telling you, it is a tremendous story. And then he's going to go into some of his work in the Chicago area in building a congregation for the name of the Lord. And before he comes, let me just mention, our schedule for today got, through nobody's fault, but just one of those things that happened, kind of got scrambled around. We were going to actually, our first intent was to have Brother Hudson to speak in regards to missions this morning, and we were going to ask you to come early. We're going to have a breakfast for you and so forth. And at the last minute, Sister Hubing found out she couldn't get off this morning. She must be at work. So we're going to turn it around and we're going to have a little lunch for you, a little whatever, at